Anna Lemoncelli is an ambitious international business student who enjoys learning and experiencing new cultures and languages. Upon graduation, she plans to travel to teach and help children who are less fortunate. Anna is passionate about baking, art, and impacting the lives of others in a positive way. Anna strives to pave the way in business throughout the world by breaking the glass ceiling for females. Christian Schultz is a USF junior majoring in mass communications and women's and gender studies. Originally from Cooper City, Florida, a small town between Fort Lauderdale and Miami, Christian hopes to enter the sphere of politics. On track to graduate in December of 2016, Christian is on the executive board of NIGHT, the student arm of the Victims Advocacy Center, treasurer of Humans vs. Zombies, and a member of USF's chapter of Public Relations Student Society of America. He will also be spending both the fall and spring interning with members of the Florida House of Representatives. Christopher Rotolo is 33 years old and he lives in St. Petersburg. He wanted to be an actor when he was younger and spent a lot of time in New York. He went to the Terry Schreiber Conservatory. He never wanted to be an actor for fame and fortune like most people did, as much as he wanted to be a part of that lifestyle. Now he wants to be an accountant. He is finishing up his last years at the University of South Florida, St. Pete. He currently holds a position in the Information Technology Department at the Public Defender's Office in Tampa. His knowledge in this field was self-taught. He's looking forward to finishing his current classes and becoming a senior in order to take part in entry-level accounting jobs. It's been a long journey, but at this point in his life, accounting has his interest. Timothy Beecham is a USF senior graduating in December in marketing. He works at Starbucks as a supervisor part-time while taking classes. Originally from Merritt Island, Florida, he's a member of the Kappa Sigma fraternity and hopes to live abroad after graduating. Our target audience is the general workforce, ages ranging from 18 to 50 years. The setting is in a quaint office and the surrounding areas of Washington, D.C. The concepts that we will be displaying in this storyline are business ethics, morals, and whistleblowing. Ethical decision-making involves 4 basic approaches: utilitarian, moral rights, universal, and justice approaches. Following the storyline, David is the whistleblower, and Thomas is the destructor of business ethics and morals. David did have a huge decision to make to try to either get to the top or stick to his values and morals. He chose to do the latter and decides to make things right at the management house. Dark and complex, often lacking emotion. He is married to Sam, but they have no children. He will do almost anything and everything it takes to get himself ahead, even if that means hurting others. He has succeeded in his malicious ways so far, and has been able to move up the hierarchy of the workforce in this way. An average introverted man with everyday problems. He has worked under Thomas for a while now, but does not bring in as much money as him. He has been trying to advance in his job, but his social anxiety prevents him from stopping Thomas taking advantage of him. A close friend of David's. He applies his good values and ethics to his everyday life and during business, and will not let anyone come in between his morals. He makes a lot of money and has connections to the right people. Thomas's wife, who has her own kind of manipulative business on the side. She is just as ruthless as Thomas, maybe more, and will do anything she can to get her and her husband positioned where they need to be to get ahead. The show House of Management is a show taking place in Management House, a corporation based out of Washington, D.C. House of Management revolves around the dynamic between David and Thomas, and David's internal struggle between right and wrong, despite how alluring the benefits of the unethical decision is. David uses his emotional intelligence to identify the true feelings of Sam and Thomas, and receives some education and guidance on ethical decision-making from Leo. The first example we'd like to use for how we demonstrated the concepts from the course is in episode 3. In the show, David is aware of his boss doing unethical business deals with the Peruvian government and wants to make the authorities aware. We were able to utilize the official and define structures and systems related to the decision-making, communication, and control of management concept formalization. We applied the management concept formalization, and that is the official and defined structures and systems related to the decision-making, communication, and control in an organization. David must apply this to his decision about whistleblowing on his boss's unethical deals with the Peruvian government because his boss is so well respected and powerful. He feels intimidated by his boss's power because he is very intimidated and even threatened by Thomas. The next example is in the final episode, Episode 5. The president asks Thomas if he knows what proper communication is. Ignoring Thomas's answer, he recites the definition, quote, "It is the process of transferring information, meaning, and understanding from sender to receiver, and that verbal communication consists of oral and written communication." End quote. He tells Thomas that if he used these principles and communicated with him, he would not have to fire him. He reminds them he and the organization are about honesty, morality, and ethics, and that David is better suited for the job than Thomas. The last example is in the finale of the last episode, Episode 5. Thomas and David demonstrate the difference it makes when one person uses the skills learned properly from working in a team, and what a difference it made, just like in Dr. Diazio's class. After all, a team is a high degree of interdependent coordinated interaction, with a strong sense of members' personal responsibility for achieving specified group outcomes. The president points out that David, a man with moral and ethical standards that align with his and the organization's, was ultimately the best man for the job in the end. Management is the backbone of the economy and is the key to success in most arenas of life. Proper management can improve efficiency, morale, production, and any number of measurable characteristics. Professionals in most industries can benefit from managerial skills. Teachers can improve the learning of their students, and parents can better raise their children, for example. The benefits wrought by an emphasis on managerial excellence apply to every last industry, from sales to production to even service industries. The future of management relies on the perceived importance of management and the resulting emphasis placed on management. If companies make it an imperative goal to train their managers to the same extent of their employees, they'll undoubtedly improve their bottom line, thus increasing the importance of management. The future of management will also likely revolve around emotional intelligence. With the increased importance of public relations and political correctness, emotional intelligence, and the ability to teach emotional intelligence will grow more and more necessary. This assignment was fun because most classes do not give you a creative outlet or embrace creativity in the learning process. I do believe that this class could have thoroughly thrived both in person and over a traditional semester schedule. Being an online summer course has made it difficult to collaborate, stay in contact, and the tight schedule has made the course a bit more stressful. Anna Lemoncelli said, "It was very interesting to be able to have the opportunity to recreate one of my favorite television series for a class. Creating a television show based on management concepts helped me actually apply what I learned and forced me to know the concepts in a rather fun way. This project has also provided me with a new skill, video editing." Christopher Rotolo said, "What a great learning experience this has been for our group. From the beginning, we knew it was going to be a challenge with everyone living in a different city over the summer semesters. With great communication skills and planning, we have overcome those obstacles and put together some interesting work. Every week, someone new has stepped up to the plate to make sure everyone is doing their part. My favorite part was putting the video together in the library and creating the characters. I am eager to see what the final project is going to look like, and I know I will remember this class for years to come." Timothy Beecham said that he enjoyed the project because we were allowed to be creative in a business class, which